be a person that doesn't have a negative association towards failure.
Mm-hmm.
It's only failure if you quit. It's temporary defeat,
Yeah.
then that will take you a long way. Like I feel like when you're in your 20s, it's a great time to just experiment.
Yeah,
Try it out. You got nothing to lose.
exactly.
You got everything to gain. Our subconscious mind is a garden, and if we don't
Mm.
cultivate our garden, weeds will grow by default.
Welcome to the Human Presence Show, the podcast about how to stay deeply human in the modern world. Today, I'm with my guest, Vincent, and we met with Vincent at New York Tech Week. We are right now in the Fort Greene Park in Brooklyn, and I'm super excited to explore with Vincent the multidimensional levels of his identity. So, why don't you introduce yourself first and tell us more about your background?
My name is Vincent Halliburton. I go by Crypto Noah online. I am in New York for 3 weeks for Tech Week and the first annual ETHConf, which is a Ethereum crypto conference where a bunch of companies and crypto projects come out. And I came here to create some partnerships, meet some people, great people such as yourself. A
Thank
little bit about my background. I've been an entrepreneur since 2015. I
you.
got into crypto in 2017, and I got into it because it really aligned with my values, individual sovereignty, banking the unbanked, and I just love like being on the leading edge of new things.
Mm-hmm.
So since then, I became a student, read all the books I could, started going to events, started paying for information, and then started a couple companies, started a YouTube channel, and
Wow.
now I'm the co-founder of Know It Alls. We're a Web3 education platform, and we do creative media. Creative media. We'll get more into that as this goes along, and then we also make crypto music.
That's actually caught me the most, the crypto music. I
Yeah.
never heard anything like that before.
Mhm.
I would like to also touch more with you about moving with to so many places in your life, right? So you started your business back a couple years ago, but you were also like living in San Diego, living in Detroit, in California, San Francisco, and like the whole California actually. Can you tell us more about that and about your movement?
Yes. So I'm the first entrepreneur in my family, first off. And as a
Mm,
young kid, I always knew I was either going to be an athlete or an entrepreneur. I
wow.
played basketball. So basketball was like my first love. Fell in love with basketball before I fell in love with a woman. And, I played in college a little bit, dropped
Yeah.
out, moved to San Diego.
Mm.
Old friend of mine called me like, "Hey, you want to move to California?" And I was like, "Let me get back to you on that." And I talked to my parents. They're like, "You don't have kids. You never been there. You're talking
Mm.
about it. You might as well."
Mm.
So we packed up everything we could in like this Pontiac vibe, and we drove until the map turned blue.
You drove.
Yeah, we drove. It was
Wow.
and another girl. We had all of our stuff in this Pontiac vibe. You were in the back seat. You could barely move.
No way.
Yep. And then yep. So we got there. We were playing basketball at a college there. And then in 2015,
Uh-huh.
one day, and this is how my entrepreneurial journey started.
Mm.
Before I dive into that, so San Diego, San Luis Obispo,
Yes, like
Arizona,
you mentioned.
Orange County, and then now San Francisco for the past 5 years. But
Wow.
I act, people always say like basketball is all mental, or
Mm.
sports is like a mental thing.
I was also an athlete.
What sport did you play?
Rhythm gymnastics.
Oh, okay.
I
Can
was
you do a
performing.
backflip?
I used to, yes, and the
Okay.
splits and all of that.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. I was national champion.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know that. See, I'm learning about her right now.
There we go.
But so I started to think more about that. Like, what does it mean when people say basketball is all mental?
Mm.
So I feel like it was like a divine intervention, to be honest
Yes.
with you, because I started to like look on YouTube and I came across this study when you guys probably heard it's a famous study where they took a group of average basketball players
Mm-hmm.
in like a college, like just people playing in the recreation center,
Mm-hmm.
and they split them into three groups and did a 30-day experiment.
Mm-hmm.
One group, they shot the ball for 30 minutes a day.
Mm-hmm.
The second group, they didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the third group, they practice in their minds. The same drills that actually they did in their minds.
Yeah.
So they recorded their scores when they shot the first day, and then that was the
Yeah.
30-day experiment. When they brought them back, they recorded their scores again. The
Yeah.
people who didn't shoot the ball didn't improve at all. No surprise. The people who shot physically improved 22%, and the people who shot mentally improved literally just as much as the people who shot physically.
Mm.
And I remember reading that information and I got goosebumps and I felt like I was free.
Mm.
And I was like, oh man, I get it now. Like you can
Yeah.
really control your destiny. And the guy who talked about the study on YouTube, I bought
Yeah.
his book. I bought his book. It was called Mind Power into the 21st Century, John Kehoe. And then ever since then, I was like reading a book a week about.
Yeah.
So I started to learn about like spirituality and manifestation first, and then I started reading the business books. And I
More.
feel like that was like a good foundation for me.
Actually, this is very similar story to mine
Yeah.
because I discover also Joe Dispenza, but also this book. I remember when I was like 15, like my parents brought me to this conference, Life Without Limits, and there are so many speakers like Nick Vujicic and like all of that showing how much powerful your mind can be. And then I was like, I don't know, 14, and I was like educating my colleagues, and they were like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Huh?
You know? And I was like, "No, like everything is your mind, like it's power of visualization, of manifestation, etc."
I bet your friends made
And
fun of you, like, "Oh,
they
give her a
did,
second. She
yes.
has to go meditate." My friends that did that
Yes,
to me
yes,
all the
yes, because
time.
like no one understood it back then, you know? And then like I was like going deeper and deeper, and I remember I bought like my friend a book about that, and she did like this test of every day manifesting that she will find the $100 note. I mean, it wasn't dollar, it was like Polish zloty, but whatever. And she was like, okay, let's try, because she was skeptic. And then after manifesting and visualization of that, she was able to find it, you know, on the ground. And
Yeah,
they're like, okay,
believe it.
Victoria, you're right.
Yep.
So basically, like that kind of also showed me like how I can visualize and manifest my life, and how I can, you know, progressively train my mind to go to the higher and higher level. So this is very similar story to mine.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So building on that, like, so first you started with manifestation, with spirituality, and then you went into the business side.
Mhm.
Um, what prompted you to start this?
Well, so this is funny, and it's very naive of me because, like, once you learn about like the law of attraction and all these things,
Yes.
you kind of just feel like you can do things instantly,
Yeah.
which is true, but also not true. Like, big things do take time. And yeah, people hit the lottery, but like those are few and far in between. And I do believe a fence that goes up fast falls down fast. So when I originally learned about it, I was still wanting to play in the NBA, like be a professional basketball player.
Mm.
So this is so weird to say, but when I started visualizing, I was visualizing myself playing with the Lakers. I wanted to become a billionaire,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to just buy the team
Mm-hmm.
and then just suit up.
Oh.
So it's like, so those are my first
Yeah.
like visualizations. I'm playing
Yeah.
for the Lakers. I'm a billionaire. I bought this team, and now I just play. I'm like Michael Jordan did it. So
Right?
anyway, after my feet came on the ground,
Oh yeah.
um, I was like, basketball was not the gift that God gave me to like make my impact in the world. It taught me a lot of great things that
Mm.
translated to business, teamwork,
Yeah.
discipline, um, having like mental endurance, focus, overcoming adversities,
Mm-hmm.
performing in front of people, like
Yes.
all these different
Yeah,
things.
the confidence.
Yeah, but I'm 5'11" and I could barely dunk back then. I was never going to be the LeBron James of basketball, but I honestly feel like I could be the LeBron James of business,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I never knew anything else. Like basketball was something that I did just because I'm like, this is something that I'm good at.
Yeah.
There's no other entrepreneurs in my family, so I didn't have an example. I didn't start reading these books until I was like 21. You're lucky to start at 15. I
Yeah.
wish I
10,
would start reading at 15.
10 years.
So I made the decision like, damn, I can actually be more than a basketball player. And
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was living in Phoenix and I went to the park and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just let the basketball thing go. I'm gonna go to the park. And it felt like I cried a little bit. It felt like I was like breaking up with my girlfriend because it's something I was chasing for so long, like all day, every day. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and now I can play basketball and have a bad game, and it's like I don't really care. Whereas back
Mm-hmm.
then, it would mess up my whole day.
Oh wow.
So after that, my first stint in business was, well, entrepreneurship, I would say, was network marketing.
Oh.
So I joined this network marketing company called Vima, and I was calling off work. I was working at a
Mhm.
telemarketing company, but at the
It was
time,
when you were like 21?
yeah, I was
Yeah,
21.
you're 20.
And I'm like calling my family members, trying to sell them these drinks in my room in
It's
San
hard.
Diego. It was hot,
Yeah.
thinking I'm gonna get rich doing it. And I met a lot of good people, some of which are still some of my good friends. And
Mm-hmm.
then things just kind of steamrolled from there.
Why? What happened?
In regards to like why it didn't work out,
Mm-hmm.
well, the company actually, I think they got like a cease and desist and it just kind of went down.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, it's just like network marketing is good for you to do as an
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneur, but I wanted to build my own thing. And,
Okay. Empire.
yeah, I didn't want to build a house on rented land,
Yeah.
so to speak. I wanted to like actually start my own business.
Mm-hmm.
So I just started my first company with my old friend who I actually moved to California with.
Oh, nice.
It was an online premium chocolate delivery service company.
Yeah.
And we were planning on like having drones delivering chocolate, and that's why we moved to Arizona.
Mm.
Houses were cheap back then, and we were gonna put like styrofoam on the walls, keep the chocolates cool.
Yeah.
But then I got into credit card processing because I met this Jewish guy, and then I did that for 3 years, and that was great. And then I started trading Forex, and then that's when I got into crypto.
Wow, that's such a journey, you know? Like it feels like one thing led you to another.
I was
Um,
driving Uber back then.
you
And
were
that's how I met the guy. I
really?
picked him up in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's funny because before I went to pick him up, I was
Yeah.
in Mesa, Arizona, which is like 40 minutes away. And something told me like go offline and just go to Scottsdale. And
Uh-huh.
like once in a blue moon, I'll get these strong intuition
Donuts.
downloads.
Yes.
Great word. And I'll just follow them every time. Even when I got into
Yes.
marketing, something told me look into marketing opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know what marketing was back then, to be honest with
Mm-hmm.
you. And then I found that. So
Really, you didn't know what marketing,
no.
so you just got it like from
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
That that means that you're connected.
Yeah.
However that sounds, but yes, I get that too. So how was actually starting your first business with your friend? Because that's also could be like interesting journey, right? Like doing that with a friend rather than a stranger.
Yeah, I mean it was good. It was so the chocolate company never got off the ground because
Mm-hmm.
we ended up getting into credit card processing and that
Right.
seemed a lot more lucrative. And it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I was knocking on doors for 3 years, going to networking events.
Mm-hmm.
It put hair on my chest.
Mm.
I met a lot of great people, and I already never was a guy who feared rejection because of how my dad raised me. But
Mm-hmm.
after doing that, like going into businesses, pitching people, and where it's long lines and getting
Yeah.
kicked out sometimes, I can go up to anyone right now and try to sell them anything, and it
And
won't be awkward. I don't
yeah.
care. Like
Yeah.
I can speak in front of thousands of people.
Yeah.
I don't get awkward anymore.
You don't.
Um,
The practice, right? It's
yeah,
like a muscle. Like
yeah,
it makes you feel stronger
yeah.
every
So
time.
it was good doing that. Um, but that ended kind of bad, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
actually not friends with that person anymore.
Oh,
And but it was still a good experience.
it was experience. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I feel like sales, it's such a good experience, and like being able to network with people, that's also what I do. So it's just kind of it doesn't like you can hear so many like you know like bad words towards you or rejections and like you still keep going, so it's like that's really builds you as a person and builds your confidence for sure and makes you also being able to you know start something new and not being afraid of anything.
Yeah.
um
They say if it's not working for you, it's working on you.
exactly. Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's actually really really good.
Yep.
So how does it your crypto business start? What was like the prompt to start that?
Well, so when I got into crypto, the first thing that I did was got a few blockchain certifications, read a bunch of books,
Mm-hmm.
went to meetups. There was this guy who,
Everything by yourself. Like you were doing it
yeah,
everything by
well,
yourself.
my
Self-study.
friend, he was doing the same thing. And we met
Wow.
this guy, and I'm not gonna say his name,
Uh-huh.
who was like, he had like his own version of a crypto hedge fund.
Mm-hmm.
And I say version because it was like it wasn't set up the right way. And we were like going to Sedona. We were just talking about
Oh,
Sedona, and
yeah.
like he would give these presentations, and
Wow.
people would be, excuse me, lining up to give him money at the end of it. And then he was like, "Oh, I can show you guys how to do this."
Mm-hmm.
And then we were managing a couple thousand back then, no big deal. And then one day we got a text from him, and then he said, "My creator says I have to do this alone." And then I haven't heard
Mm.
from him since. This was 2017.
Oh wow.
I don't even know if he's still alive.
Oh wow.
So, but he planted the seed in me, and then I
Mm-hmm.
just was aggressively learning like a sponge, like anything that I could. I'm the type of person that I don't even feel right if I don't know the most.
Yeah.
So after that, I started trading Forex, and then the first company I started in crypto was actually my hedge fund. So
Wow.
I started that,
Wow.
raised some money, got some investors,
Yeah.
and then people had been telling me for a long time, like, "Oh, you should start a YouTube channel."
Yeah.
And what did it for me, I saw this video on like the five levels of value. So it's like the first level is like using your muscles to make money. So like construction, like you only make money
Mm.
when you're there,
Yeah, working
the jack.
physically. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the next level is managing the people using their muscles to make money,
Yes.
right? Managers. The third level is using your mouth
Hmm.
to make money. So like actors,
Yeah.
singers, content creators, right? You do
Yeah.
something one time and it pays you. I thankfully get paid for my YouTube videos now, finally, after uploading so many videos. And then the highest level is using your brain to translate abstract concepts and then be able to communicate them to people who use their mouth to the managers. It's like a top down kind of thing. And these are like your
Mm.
executives. And I was like, damn, I need to go up on the levels of value. I
Yeah.
need to start using my mouth to make money. You know,
Yeah.
I was getting into numerology and astrology. I'm like, I'm a
Yeah.
Gemini. I love talking. I articulate things really well. I remember reading the theory of multiple intelligences. I'm like, man, linguistically, I'm
Wow.
really gifted. And um, and also like I was looking at the Bible. This was back when I
Yeah.
was. We'll get into that. I saw this video when he was like, "You run your business like Solomon." Solomon was like the wise person in the Bible, and basically what he
Yeah.
did was he wrote books in the Bible, and kings and queens would come all around the world to consult with him
Wow.
and pay him in and translate it in today's money, hundreds of millions of dollars just to talk.
Just to
And I'm
talk.
like, man, I can talk. So I started my
As you do.
YouTube, and then I'm like,
Wow.
I've always wanted to do three things. I wanted to make people money, which is why I started my hedge fund. I
Hmm.
wanted to educate people, and then I wanted to actually build like an actual product that people use and
Mm.
like build a brand behind it. So we started Know It Owls in 2022
Hmm.
with the goal of building a brand in crypto that talks to the heart of entrepreneurs, like Nike talks to the heart of athletes and Apple talks to
Yeah.
the heart of creators. And yeah, now we have a great team and we're doing good,
Yeah.
educating people. Our students are making money, and now we're making music. We're about to start a TV show, and
Wow.
yeah,
Wow. Wow. That's, oh my gosh, that's so much.
yeah.
So many incredible things, you know? And like, I love your like this self reflection journey, which you've taken by yourself, right? Probably in your 20s, like you were kind of exploring and testing things. What kind of advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs right now who would like to start?
Well, the advice I would give is dependent upon your age, and it is dependent upon if you have a family, and it is dependent upon like your expenses. But in general, I would definitely say like do your best to live below your means. Like
Mm,
back in my 20s, I was driving Uber. I wasn't traveling that much,
no.
and I was making just enough money so I can pay my rent and buy books
Wow.
and invest. But I was really investing into myself. Like the best investment is a self-investment.
Mm-hmm.
And like I feel like when you're in your 20s, it's a great time to just experiment. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
try it out. You got nothing to lose.
Exactly.
You got everything to gain, experience. And then like in your 20s, and then learn as much as you can,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I spent my 20s learning, applying, failing, and then now that I'm in my 30s, I'm 32 years old at the time of this recording. Now I've figured out what I'm good at, and now I'm just going all in on that. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
more so applying the things that I'm learning
Mm-hmm.
because you can only apply what you know.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
I had a great mentor, and he told me like, Vince, you're young, you're black, you dropped out of college. The only advantage you're gonna have is if you're smarter than everyone else. So it's just like sacrifices, and this is another thing that I
Yeah.
started doing. I don't even listen to music when I work out. The only time I listen to music is like when I'm at the beach. When I'm working out, when I'm cooking, when I'm doing anything like folding laundry, I'm listening to information. Whether if it's like a
Podcast?
it's usually not podcast, but it's more so like what's happening in the crypto markets, or sometimes it is
Mm,
a podcast. Like,
yeah.
um, you know, every day I do listen to like um what do you call it? I'm not gonna call it like manifestation stuff, but like Neville Goddard, Joe Dispenza.
Yeah.
Basically, our brain, our subconscious mind is a garden, and if we don't
Hmm.
cultivate our garden, weeds will grow by default.
Yes.
So I'm always just like, we have to constantly remind ourselves because the brain will start to get in there and be like, hey, you're crazy, like what are you
Yeah.
doing? And you kind of got to pull those weeds. So always be learning. Don't be scared to fail.
Uh-huh.
It is a little bit harder if you have like a family and responsibilities. So sometimes you got to get a job and like work make money during the day and build your fortune at night.
Mm-hmm.
And then just one more thing I want to say. I remember when like Kobe Bryant was someone who I really looked up
Oh, yeah.
to um, when I was growing up. Because like I was
LA.
playing basketball and like the whole Mamba
Of
mentality.
course, yeah.
It was this book I was reading called Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about like the best traders and the best entrepreneurs are people who don't have a negative association towards failure,
Right.
right? So then I started thinking about Kobe Bryant, and this like clicked in my brain like
Yeah.
instantly. I remember seeing this video where he was talking about his father. His father was in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe had a bad game one time, and he was really down on himself because he felt like he got like let his parents down, let people down. And his father told him like, son, no matter how good of a game you play, no matter how bad of a game you play, it doesn't change how much we love you. Because a lot of parents will withhold love based off of how their child performs, right? And
Mm,
this is what creates
yes.
like people pleasers sometimes,
And external validation.
external validation. So
Yeah.
if you can, this is good for parents too. If you can raise your kid and if you could be a person that doesn't have a negative association towards failure,
Mm-hmm.
it's only failure if you quit. It's temporary defeat,
Yeah.
then that will take you a long way.
What do you think about other people who are judging other people when someone is failing or when someone is trying something new?
Can I cuss on here?
I, I mean, yeah. Can.
Um,
Exactly.
like, I mean, like the person who's judging you,
Yeah.
they're probably scared. They're probably not like living out their
Yeah.
purpose. Someone who's really out there doing it,
Yeah.
they
Connected
like to
purpose.
see other people out there doing it,
Right?
right?
Right.
It's just like I believe that everyone has a gift, and if you decide, my mentor told me this,
Mm-hmm.
if you decide not to give your gift, it's actually really selfish of you because like
Yeah.
it's so many products and services that we're not experiencing because people are
Yeah.
scared to give their gift.
Yeah.
And it's just like you don't want to be that person. So
Yeah.
it's just like you have something in your heart that you can be best at, or at least in the top percentage at. And I feel like it's our duty to kind of get
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like right now I'm very aligned what you said because I feel like I have this opportunity to be here in the US and I want to spread like those ideas and thoughts and insight to other people who are not having access to people who I have access to. So that's like I would like yeah, I was thinking like the other day like what kind of waste is like what kind of selfish is it from my side, right? Like holding it to myself. Why don't I spread the word further? So yeah, I just feel I'm doing the right thing.
I think you are. I
Yeah.
think you are. Yeah.
That's so inspiring. Okay, so when we go to your crypto business right now, can you tell me more about that too? Like, how did it start for you, and what kind of top insights you have from having the business already a few years?
Yeah. So Know It Owls, like I said, we're a Web3 education company and we also do like creative media. Like I'll kind of start with our why.
Mm-hmm.
We believe that, like I said, our whole mission is to help people give their gift.
Yeah.
Like one sentence. But entrepreneurs specifically.
Mm-hmm.
People, our brand is catered towards people in the world who get paid off of their performance, not their time. And again, it's nothing wrong with having a job. I've had many jobs. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's always the end goal for everyone. And our brand isn't tailored towards everyone either. So it's just like we want to build something that, like I was always really inspired by the work of Apple and Nike and what they did. Like when you
Mm-hmm.
see a Nike ad, it's like people say you can't be everything to everyone or you'll be nothing to no one. But why is it that you can be an athlete or an overweight person or someone who's just not an athlete and get inspired by a Nike ad? It's
Mm-hmm.
because we take someone else's story and we make it our own.
Yeah.
And Nike shows people overcoming adversity. So it's just like it resonates with athletes because they're athletes, but it also resonates with people who want to be athletes. Like the greatest brands resonate with who you are and who you want to be. Like it's all about
Mm.
identity, right?
Yes.
So we
Yes.
want to build a brand where we're talking to entrepreneurs, showing entrepreneurs overcoming adversities in our advertisements, like
Mm-hmm.
creating curriculum about around how to be a great founder, how to be a great investor, how to be spiritually in tune, how to
Yeah.
be physically fit, like all these pillars of life that make you like an optimal person. At our core, I believe that there are parallel universes and that all possibilities exist,
Mm.
and that there is a realm where you're the wealthiest you can be, you're with your correct
Yeah.
spouse, you're giving your gift, you're the healthiest,
Yes.
and we want to help you get there. So now,
I love
now that
that.
that's established, what we do is our lowest hanging fruit is like basically like financial education.
Mm-hmm.
So we do these 8-week cohorts. If you
Mm-hmm.
guys want to apply for a scholarship, feel free, visit knowithouse.xyz. But basically, we teach you everything from blockchain basics to setting up your wallet to
Mm-hmm.
DeFi, staking, stablecoins, NFT tokenization, taxes, policy, AI, metaverse, literally everything.
Wow.
You get, and this is part of the reason why I'm here at Tech Week and ETHConf to basically go to these conferences and meet sponsors so that they
Mm-hmm.
can allow us to give away scholarships for free, or give away scholarships. My co-founder would be mad if I say for free. We're not allowed to say free. And we include them in our
Yeah.
curriculum and help them get more eyeballs.
Right.
So whether if you want to work in the space, like get a job,
Yeah.
be an investor or a builder in the space,
Mm-hmm.
we give you a solid foundation. And then also we have a large community of DeFi users. So like decentralized finance is this place where you can get high yields on your capital, like how I was showing you on
You were showing, yeah.
we were at the coffee shop before we went here. So we have a 15-hour course on that. We do around 5 calls per week to offer our community support.
Mm-hmm.
And on average, our students are getting between 0.5 to 1% daily in passive yields, which is really
Oh,
good.
wow.
So then on the other side, we make crypto music, right?
Yes.
Our whole thing is we cater.
This is so creative, by the way. When I saw, I'm like, what? Like, I never seen something like that before, you know? Like
Yeah.
creative music and like educational music. And actually, I listened to one of your tracks.
Which song? Do you
This one you said that this is for ladies.
She Hollers Me Down?
Yeah.
Like it?
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like it.
Yes.
I'm glad you like it. Yeah. So,
I love that.
and I can tell you how I got into
Yeah, please.
So the crypto music, so first, we're about to do a TV show called Beyond the Bag, where it's basically going to show like what it looks like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Build a great company, and we're doing it with the guys who made Tiger King, which was like the most successful show during the pandemic. And then the music, you know, the law of vibration says everything is atoms vibrating at a frequency that gives it its form. But if you go even deeper than that,
Mm-hmm.
all of these atoms have a sound to it.
Mm-hmm.
And even in the Bible, whether you're religious or not,
Yeah.
the first thing in the Bible it says, in the beginning, God said, let there be light. So he created the world from his mouth is what it said. So that kind of validates the physics,
Mm-hmm.
right? So when I look at it from that standpoint, crypto is an all-purpose technology that's encompassing all industries, just like the internet did.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have a major revolution like that, there's never a major revolution without music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about the hippie movement.
Yes.
Think about sports. Like I believe that
Connects people.
Yeah, like music is the best way to move people,
Yeah.
right? Because it tucks to our subconscious brain.
Yes. That's
So-
how I healed actually.
Yeah,
With music.
we were just talking about sound baths
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, music has gotten me through some of my toughest times
Yeah.
as well. So we wanted to make music so that we can help formulate crypto culture because it doesn't quite exist. Like even in Drake's new
Mhm.
Iceman album, he was like, I'm a crypto BTC big timer. Like you have more people starting to talk about crypto
Mhm.
in their music. So we created the world's first crypto themed hip hop album. And since then we've been contracted by companies to make custom branded songs for them.
Oh wow.
And how I started
Crypto songs.
It's not nerdy though, it's cool. Like, the song she listened to, She Hollers Me
Cool.
Down, is about women who are with entrepreneurial men who haven't quite made it yet, but they're holding it down to the end, right? So I went on this show called Locked In from this crypto project, and this was like their third show. So they did like a crypto blind dating. That's a very cool ring, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, they did a crypto blind dating, and they did like a crypto Halloween thing. And then this one was called Locked In, where you had 3 people locked in an apartment in Brooklyn, actually.
Oh,
Not far from
there we
here.
are.
Yeah, this
Fort
was a
Greene.
this was January 2025. We were locked in an apartment for 30 days
Yeah.
without being able to go outside. The
Oh.
challenge was whoever gets 100,000 followers wins 10K.
You did that?
So I went on that show. It was me and 2 other girls.
Oh my gosh.
Right? So one girl, we were given like daily challenges, and I had
Yeah.
never made music before this. I didn't go there with the intention of making music.
What was your intention?
I'm gonna make a bunch of crypto videos, and it's gonna grow the brand. It's a cool marketing thing. Like I've always wanted to do something like that. You know? So the one we were given like daily challenges, like, oh, I had to make like a trailer video for the Locked In show using like Mr. Beast. I forget his gaming show or whatever. But one girl went home.
Yeah.
So then they were trying to find another girl because they didn't want two guys and one girl. I get that. But they couldn't find anyone. So then it was just me and the other girl, Lamb Chop. Shout out to Lamb Chop if you're watching. So I'm like posting these videos, and then they called us. Well, I'm posting these videos,
Yeah.
and then um, they're not doing nothing. So I called my buddy, and I'm like, hey, let's make a song. Like,
Yeah.
he grew up in the studio. My friend Marco, he's who I traveled Europe with last year. He's one of my best friends. And one song, he was like, we made our first song in like a day. We made 3 songs our first day. And I was like, bro, let's just make a crypto album.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere.
Yes. Out of nowhere.
Damn.
Because he already has albums out, but they're more
Yeah.
like EDM, house
Yeah,
music. He's like, bro, I've
yeah,
always wanted to make
yeah.
hip hop music, but I can't write. But that's my gift. So
Right.
I was writing it. This is very important when it comes to creativity. Whenever great things are built, you have a visionary and a craftsman. Very few people are two. It's good to know what you are. People like Elon Musk are both. But for me, I'm more of a visionary.
Visionary.
He's more of a craftsman. This guy will be driving and he'll see some wood in the garbage. He's like, oh, I can use that to make a bed for the back of my truck or something. I'm just like, bro, that's crazy.
That's
Really good
crazy.
with his hands. So
Yeah.
so then the people who created the show, they sat me and Lamb Chop down there. Hey, they're like, hey, you guys are pretty far from 100,000 followers. You can either get a payment for how many followers you have and go home, or you can stay. But if you don't get 100,000 followers, you don't get anything. And she took the pay cut and dip. And me,
You stayed.
I thought about it. I called my parents, and I'm like, it's $1,500. I wipe my ass with $1,500. 2,000 if I eat an acai bowl. So I'm just like, it. I'm just gonna say. So me by myself in weeks, eating turkey bacon and waffles and blueberries.
And you couldn't communicate with anyone, or
I
you
still talk on the phone.
Okay.
And remember, this whole thing's live stream, so it's like people on it's like on this big TV.
Wow.
And I'm still in there working out. Like they bought like these weights in there, so I'm still like working out and like meditating and everything. But I was on Google Meets with my buddy Marco for like 14 hours a day.
Yeah.
Just like writing music, making songs, laughing. Like it was so much fun. It was like one of the most fun things I've ever done. And we made the whole album in like 3 weeks.
Wow.
I even shot a music video in there, like telling the story. It's called Locked In, Crypto Noah.
Check it out.
Yeah. So after that,
wow.
I was like, man, and this is funny thing about creativity. Rick Rubin, he has this book called The Creative Act, The Way of Being. It's like the best book on creativity.
Oh, I haven't read that.
You should definitely. You would love it. In there, and Rick Rubin's worked with a lot of A-list celebrities, Jay-Z, Beyonce. Like, it's a great book. He talks about how like creativity isn't something that you do, it's something that you are. It's like going fishing, right? When you go fishing, you cast your line out into the water, but you can only control the presence of the line, right? You can't control the fish bite.
No.
Creativity is the same thing. You can cast your line out into the universe.
Yeah.
Universities are called universe, right? You cast your line out into the universe, but you can't control when the ideas come. You can just control the presence of the line, which is your intention, and just being basically present and open for them to bite. Some days you might get a lot of fish, some days you might not, but you have to be in that state of mind. And he also talks about ideas being like living things that try to find parents through which to like birth themselves through. Like Michael Jackson used to say, I would be asleep and I would get an idea for a song. I got to wake up and do it before the idea goes to Prince.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's what it felt like. It felt like there was a spirit that was working with us. And we were just like, it felt like a whirlwind, like time stopped. I've never felt so creative. And I was locked in. I wasn't putting my feet in grass. I wasn't going to the beach and doing all
You didn't have any distractions.
No distractions.
Nothing.
And I was in a basement. All I saw was people's feet.
Oh.
I didn't even see people.
Oh
it wasn't like I was upstairs. I could
yeah, you
window. It was a basement. I just saw
no
people's
nature?
shoes. No nature.
Oh, that's hard.
Nothing. Well, you think so, but it was so much fun. And then after we were done, and I know this sounds crazy, but like for like a day, I was like almost depressed. Like I was like, man, did I enjoy that experience? Like, was I present? Like, did I really get the most out of
Was it
that?
real?
Oh, yeah, was it real?
Yeah.
I was sad that it was over. And yeah, and then ever since then, so it's like I didn't get the 100,000 followers, but the real win was knowing like, hey, I can make
Yeah.
good music. And now we've just been making music.
And now you're channeling this gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's so good that I went on that show. And that's what I'm saying. You gotta risk it. Like
Yeah.
people told me, like, why are you going on this fucking show? Like you can make songs at home, like it's unrealistic to get 100,000 followers, da da da. But like Steven Johnson wrote a real good book called Mind Wide Open, and he talks about something called
Mm.
the adjacent possible, where you open one door and it's a whole bunch of other doors. You open one of those doors, a whole bunch of other doors. So it's like you never know
Never know.
what can come
Yes,
with things that you do, but sometimes you got to take a risk, even if it
exactly.
doesn't make sense.
And
Something
trust.
told me to do it. Logically, it didn't make sense,
Mm-hmm.
but man, I would have
You
never
felt
made music if I didn't go on that show.
wow.
Yeah,
That's
it
crazy.
was.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
And you never thought that you will be making music.
never in a million years.
Mm.
Never, never.
Wow. Wow. And now you want to follow more this direction in your
Oh,
life?
yeah, we're gonna keep making songs for projects.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna make another album. It's gonna be called the Web3 Vortex.
Oh, looking forward.
Yep, already got like a couple of the contents out.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm gonna keep making music because it's just like, why not? And it's not, I'm not even doing it to make money. I'm doing it to add to the brand. And yeah, it'll eventually
Mm.
lead to money. Or I mean, I guess it already has because it's like a part of our sponsorship package. So like projects can pay us to make them a song.
Mm-hmm.
But like that was never the intention. And if you do something without like yeah, there's a business side to
Yeah.
things and you want to like, structure it, but like some of the best things
It's
were hobbies that started it.
yes. That
Zoom was
yeah.
like that. Like the guy who created Zoom, he just wanted to find a way to talk to his girlfriend overseas, and he created Zoom, and it became a business,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
The Tim Berners-Lee, who created the internet, same thing. He used to work at Google. He was like a no, he used to work at CERN, the particle accelerator
Mm.
place. So it's like people, a lot of the best things just happen because
It
people are
happens.
solving their own problems and just
Yeah.
following their heart.
Yeah. That's actually what I learned in America. The
Yeah.
first thing. Yeah, yeah. You just
Yeah.
need to follow your passions. I remember like when I was in San Francisco and you live in San Francisco, so you understand. The first question people ask me, whoever I met, what is your passion?
Mm-hmm.
Not what do you do for a living, not what is your job, where you're working, what
That's
is
what
your
they care
passion?
about.
And I'm like, wait, what? Like no one ever asked me this question before. Whenever, like wherever I was in the world, like in Europe, in Asia, Australia, like South America, like no one ever asked me this question, what is my passion? So then I started to think like what kind of passions I actually have, right? And like how I can discover that piece by piece. And I feel like California is also this place where you can become whoever you want to be and create art so much. And people give you opportunities as well. Like I said, I'm a dancer. I got like a dance opportunities like out of nowhere, like art production, etc. So at a very cool parties. So it's like like following what is deep in your heart and then going there, and then people will start giving you these opportunities, or the universe will show you the way how you can utilize that too.
Yep, it's in your heart for a reason.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just got to rely on the fact that it'll only make sense in reverse.
Mm. Vincent, I have a last question to you.
Okay.
Um, and it's like a flip. So first part of the question is, what would you say to your younger self now? And what your younger self would say to you right now?
Ooh, that's a great question, especially the second one. Um, so what would I say to my younger self? I would say take profits on your investments, buddy. Don't just try to wait for things to go back up. No, I'm just kidding. Have more structure. One of the things that I struggle with is structure.
Hmm.
You know, I'm a Libra moon, Gemini rising, so it's like air. Air doesn't have any
Yeah,
structure.
I
I
can
don't
relate.
I don't have a lot of earth on my chart.
No, me neither.
So I would say like definitely focus on structure.
Mm.
It's good to have a plan and, a failure to plan is a plan to fail, right? And
Mhm.
sometimes things don't go as planned, but it's always good to have a direction. And I did have a direction and all these things in my head, but it's good to like write stuff down, which I did, but like I would tell myself, my younger self to be more structured
More
for
structure.
sure.
Mm.
If I was my younger self, what would I tell my older self? Man, that
Mhm.
requires me to like step back into my younger mindset
Yes.
where I didn't know as much and tell my older self, don't take things for granted.
Mm.
Relationships and opportunities. Because like,
Relationships.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't take things for granted.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's not promised.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I would say. Because it's been a couple things I've taken for granted just because I'm like, oh, I'm healthy, I'm gonna be around,
Yeah.
or I have this thing about myself. It's one of my flaws where I feel like I subconsciously know what's best for people sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So like sometimes I can be like not easygoing and want people to do things my way, not because it's just what I want to do, but because I think it's what's best for people.
Mm-hmm.
When I don't know what the fuck's best for everyone,
Yeah.
you know, and that can I look at relationships as like bank accounts, deposits and withdrawals.
Yeah.
You can't just be making withdrawals.
We also need to invest, right? Energy, time,
Exactly.
attention, for
Yeah. So
sure.
that's what I would say. Don't take
Yeah.
things for granted.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for today's conversation. If you can say again where people can find you.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram at crypto.noah. You got to follow me back. Know It Owls is Know It Owls on all platforms. YouTube is Crypto Noah. Twitter, I'm Crypto Noah 11. And yeah, I think that's all the platforms.
Wow.
Yeah,
Thank you. This is such an inspiring
it
conversation.
was a
I
good
learned
one.
a lot. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you like, please comment, share, subscribe, share with a friend, and you can tag in the comment who I should interview next. Namaste.